How should we decide which regulator does what? I think there are three general considerations that inform our judgments about which functions should be given to individual regulators. The first is whether or not the functions to be assigned are intellectually coherent. Is there a common intellectual foundation that joins the different areas of policymaking together? If they are complementary, then that can be a good fit for the regulator. But if the different functions are substitutes, if they clash with each other, that will be a formula for schizophrenia and a source of agency failure over time. The second consideration is whether the agency has the capacity to fulfill the functions assigned to it. There's no point in making grand commitments that the agency cannot deliver upon in practice. Capacity is a function of having the human capital to do the job well, the right mix of lawyers, economists, engineers, technologists in the area of highly dynamic sectoral oversight, and to have the powers and authority to do the job well, to enforce the law appropriately, to impose appropriate sanctions, to use other policymaking tools, and to perform basic research and development that informs judgments about the right policy choice. The third criteria is political compatibility. Does the proposed configuration fit well within the framework of the existing political science of the country? Does it take into account basic political constraints that are essential in the governance of the country? To some extent, a new configuration can seek to stretch existing norms and customs, but the choice of a configuration that clashes severely with existing understandings about how governance within the country operates will have a very difficult time being successful, sustainable over time. So three basic factors: intellectual coherence, capacity, and political capability. If these are taken into account in making institutional design choices, a jurisdiction is much farther ahead in selecting a configuration that's likely to work.